Hi there! So I recently picked up Balatro, the next great roguelike deck builder, and oh my, I have grown to love it. There's a lot to like about it, but it has some flaws. Let's take a closer look. I'm Zacharias Svedman, and this is the In the Array. If you already know the gist of the game, feel free to jump to the gameplay chapter or use the timestamps below. Otherwise, here's a super quick breakdown. Essentially, Balatro is about earning chips when playing poker hands, but there's a twist. The game lets you modify the deck in many different ways. For example, you can collect various Joker cards, each with unique abilities that can drastically alter the outcome of your hands. One Joker might multiply your score, while another provides bonus chips based on the suits or ranks you play. Each run consists of multiple stages, or blinds as they're also called, with escalating difficulty. You need to meet or exceed the required chip amount in order to proceed to the next level. Otherwise, it's game over. The blinds are clumped together as three: the small blind, the big blind, and the boss blind, which together are called an ante. You complete the run by beating the boss in the 8th ante. The game lets you skip the small and big blinds, and by doing so, you will earn rewards such as enhancing your next blind or getting more cards. At the end of each stage, you can visit a shop to buy booster packs and special cards that enhance your deck. This adds a layer of strategy, as you must decide whether to invest in immediate benefits or save for potential future gains. Balatro forces you to think strategically about every hand you play, leveraging the unique properties of the deck and the Joker cards to shift the odds in your favor. However, as previously mentioned, the game has some flaws in my opinion. Let's take the game balance for example. It seems like some strategies are more dominant and reliable than others. Flushes feels a lot easier to get than straights, which make me question why one would go for the other less viable strategies. The math is really over my head on this one, but I strongly recommend you to watch this video if you want to learn more about the topic. I'll add a link to that in the description. In general, players often seek to maximize their strategies, sometimes to the extent that the game loses its intended fun, or it's played in ways that the developer didn't foresee. Balatro encounters this issue, as the game doesn't display the exact numbers of chips a hand will generate beforehand. This can lead some players to rely on third-party softwares or websites to calculate the optimal hand. While this might help in achieving higher scores, it can detract from the immersive and the strategic experience that Balatro aims to provide. Mark Brown from Game Maker's Toolkit did a video on just this design decision, where he talks about that on a bit more in depth. I highly recommend you to check it out after the video. I'll add a link to that in the description as well. One of Balatro's strongest points is its replayability. Each run offers new challenges and opportunities to explore different strategies with the various cards and jokers at your disposal. Apart from the different jokers, which are unlocked by achievements, you also unlock decks which have different modifiers. Completing a run with a particular deck unlocks more difficulties for that deck, represented by different chip types. The first unlocked difficulty is pretty manageable, but the subsequent difficulties stacks its modifiers on the prior ones. Another factor that enhances the replayability is the snappiness of the game loop. The quick progression through stages and the addictive nature of just one more blind or just one more run kept me engaged for hours. The rapid pace and the constant promise of new rewards, higher scores and challenges make Balatro a game that is hard to put down. Balatro's visual and audio design greatly enhances its immersive experience. The game features modern visuals combined with retro charm. The hypnotic backgrounds and the electronic lounge music creates an relaxing atmosphere where it doesn't feel so punishing to get a bad hand or less viable jokers in the store. When you beat the blind with just one hand, the score ignites in a visually striking fire effect. This not only signifies a significant achievement, but also adds a sense of dramatic flair to the moment. The fiery animation is a rewarding visual cue that makes these high-scoring moments feel even more triumphant. However, some players might find the screen shake and the constant wooziness of the animations off-putting. Luckily, there's an option to toggle that off in the settings menu. Balatro has a moderate learning curve. The game provides useful tools to help players understand their current level, base multiplier and chip counts for every hand type. This is beneficial for both players familiar with poker hands and those new to the game. Experimentation is encouraged to find the best strategies and card combinations. For instance, you might think, I wonder which order of those jokers yield the most score. Testing such hypotheses can lead to discovering powerful synergies and strategies. The game's design promotes this kind of experimentation, allowing players to refine their tactics over multiple runs. Apart from the option to turn off the motion and the screen shake, Balatro includes an option to turn on high contrast cards for those with visual disabilities. But after trying this out, I got to say that I really prefer to use this option to quickly distinguish the different suits. This is a great example of how accessibility options can improve the enjoyability for everyone. Even after 37 hours of gameplay, I still find myself second-guessing my decisions right after I make them. The constant need to adapt and learn from each hand keeps the experience fresh and engaging. Balatro ensures that every run provides new insights, making the learning process both challenging and rewarding. Balatro is a captivating and innovative addition to the roguelike deck builder genre. Its unique twist on poker mechanics combined with the strategic depth of joker cards and procedural challenges make it a must-play of the year. While it has some flaws, such as the balance issues, they do not really detract from the overall experience. If my phone can run it, your PC should as well. Try it out. If you're still here, I just want to say thank you. I hope you found the review helpful and insightful. If you have enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support really helps me grow and continue bringing you quality reviews. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or thoughts about Balatro, and I'll be happy to chat. Until next time, happy gaming.